Hi friends. From time to time, I notice during our consultations that the same questions keep popping up. So evidently during the training piece, I'm missing something. There's a lot to cover, right? Let's be fair. There's a lot of material to disseminate and a lot of material to convey when you begin a program like this, because a lot of people have never done a program like this. You know, a lot of people have starved themselves and they've tried calorie counting and points counting and all those different strategies. But when it comes to sustainable metabolic adjusting or readjusting, however you want to phrase it, many people have not tried this concept. And our program is a new concept to most folks who come in. Having said that, one of the questions I hear over and over again is, Doc, I've plateaued, or I was losing weight during the first 9 days and now I'm not losing weight. Well, let's frame it this way. When our bodies are taken through a metabolic reset, it's going to do what it's going to do. Now, do the vast majority of folks who follow the plan actually lose weight? Yeah, I'm not even concerned about people losing weight anymore. It happens. If you follow the plan and you're eating inside the guidelines, even if you overeat, I can't believe I'm saying this, even if you overeat portion sizes, then you are going to enter fat burning and lose weight. And remember, the reason that we're fine-tuning you is so that most of your weight loss comes from burning fat and not muscle, bone, or other tissues. So one of the questions I also hear is, how do I get off this plateau? What should I do? What's my next step? During month 1, I'm not crazy about people using the jump starts, although I've allowed people to use the jump starts in month 1. Because there's so much readjustment the body has to go through during those first 3 phases. Because you remember, in month 1, you're covering 3 phases. But when you get into month 2 and beyond, you're staying in fat burning. So your best strategy is to ride out month 1, regardless of what the scale does. It'll go up and down and sideways. Just go with it. Now, when month 2 comes along, if you truly plateau, that's a time to use a jump start, whether it be a steak, apple, tomato, or just the apple. If you're not moving your bowels every day, then you must use the apple and not the steak, apple, tomato, because that size steak's going to plug you up, bind you up. Now, that leads me to my second point, maintaining your pillars. Vast majority of folks who come in, they don't have their pillars in place. So when I say pillars, I want you all to eventually own this. That means the proper hydration level at half of your body weight in filtered alkaline water. That means having a daily bowel movement without having to strain or take something to make you go, like a stool softener such as Miralax. Number 3, getting your sleep. If you're not sleeping, you're going to keep an elevated cortisol level, and that is a metabolic barrier. And number 4, staying in your food guidelines and eating a variety. If you feel like you're eating repetitiously, you probably are. So even if this video sounds repetitious to you, it probably has elements in it that are going to be repeated over and over again, because that's when you know it's sinking in and it'll be embedded in your subconscious. I want most of this to be embedded in your subconscious, just as it was years ago when you heard that milk and dairy products give you calcium, because that's very clever, expensive marketing. In the same way, I want to drill this into you so that you own starting your day with breakfast is the most important metabolic strategy you'll have. Then hydrating, eliminating, resting, the balance of the body that is maybe countercultural. In America, we feel like we've got to work ourselves to the bone, chase the almighty dollar, and get ourselves out of balance in the process. Most people struggle with being overweight or obese because their life is out of balance. Now, I realize this is a very deep topic and we can go pretty far with it down this rabbit hole, and we're not going to do that in this video. But just know that the ability to have dialogue with me is there. If you are not dialoguing with me about this topic, we need to. And especially if you're not listening to Wendy's calls or any of the coaches' calls. So we're bringing on Brigatti and we're bringing on Sharon as well. So they're going to give you a much greater depth of knowledge base when it comes to troubleshooting your balance in life. Make sure you're prepared for your visits. Keep your office visits a priority. Fill out your JOT form, which is your questionnaire prior to your routine visit. That's important for helping you get out of this program what you signed up for. helps me meet the needs so we can go deeper each visit, because each visit we get together builds on the one prior to it. That's why we take those body compositions and we compare and direct you from them. They're foolproof. They've proven themselves thousands of times over every year. I wanted to reach out. I'll do this again every time we have a newsletter come out so that we can give you tips and strategies and help you move closer to your goal. God bless you and have an amazing day.